Well, hello. Yep, this is Couch Talk. Couch Talk again by Bob. Pardon me here. I just got home from work. You can tell I got my my Cam Newton jersey on, the Carolina Panthers. I was very proud of them this year. Hopefully next year we're going to go back to the Super Bowl. Okay. Now the last thing that I talked about on my last tape was my frustration towards healthcare. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and they were very, they looked at me kind of like, man, I'm sorry. The thing is that someone like me, and I said it in my last video, man, I've tried hard to try to go back into the full mainstream of working a 40-hour week. But, it's kind of tough on me right now. But I do have a job. I'm working part-time. There is a program here, and that's what I want to talk about. It's called Physicians Reach Out Care Ring. It's a lot of doctors here devoted and volunteered their time to work free at clinics to help people such as me and maybe you that just kind of fell on bad luck and are still trying to claw their way back up. And also having some disability that might make it a little bit difficult for them to get out there and make a lot of money. It's a great program. I've been involved with it before until I was told that I was forced to have to go on healthcare.gov and register on there for health insurance that isn't worth a crap. Yeah, as I said in my last one, the premium is reasonable. Copay is reasonable until you have a problem. Once you have a problem, then all these hidden things start slamming you. And Physicians Reach Out, it's a little stringent to start out. You have to fill out a lot of paperwork. On top of that, you're going to need to present your birth certificate, your job pay stubs. You've got to do your taxes, and they factor all that in to see if you're actually within, I think, around $1,100 or something like that, or $1,200 per month is their standard. The good thing about it is that if, like for me, with my prostate problem, if I needed surgery, and then I could do so without the fear of being in debt. A lot of grants, other organizations, what they do is they donate monies into this program, and Novant is very active towards aiding. This is really what I mean when I talk about socialism. It is greed. Sometimes it fuels capitalism. Greed simply means that you walk over everybody for the sake of the dollar. A lot of times, also what I find in conservative Christian beliefs is that it's a good way to bottle up and kind of use Jesus and God in your own light. The plateau is the fact that, I've always said Jesus was a socialist. He reached out to help the poor and the downtrodden. He didn't walk all over people, ignore people. And that's where I'm coming from, back to the Physicians Reach Out. It's people unselfishly reaching out to help someone else in need. I ask you, when's the last time you've done that? When's the last time you've actually helped someone that's in need? Now, you may be sitting there going, man, I do it all the time. God bless you. God bless you that you do. I've had the opportunity to reach out to help people myself, and graciously have had other people reach out and help me in my time of need. The reason why I do these couch talks is to kind of show you my own perspective when it comes to different things that I think about or see or read or hear from other people. In America, I think some of the problems result in different belief groups. There's an attack on Muslims. And you know, the funny thing is that there have been attacks on Christians also. And the fact is that Christians did not like it, as well as Muslims do not like it. It's, if you remember back, I want to say World War I. This is where my ignorance comes with history. I think it was World War I with Japan. All the Japanese here in the United States were all put in little concentration camps because of the fear that if they're Japanese, even though they're Americans, obviously, they're going to side with their own kind. It was kind of a fear thing. I mean, I couldn't understand it. It's kind of like some of the Muslims, believe it or not, that live here in the United States. They have their own businesses. They have friends. Matter of fact, I work at Costco for club demonstration services. I actually have a cart there, and I demonstrate certain products and talk them into buying it. I see a variety of different people in Costco, and I'm sure some of them are Muslim, very fine, upstanding people. Trump wants to just lump all the Muslims together. Lump them together. Hey, get them out of here. So, back to what I was saying about reaching out and help someone else, Trump attitude is, the hell with everybody else. We are the way we are. If you don't want to be the way we are, then get the hell out, and we don't care about you. It's that kind of attitude that I've always said is very damaging. Now, getting back to the healthcare thing, I will say this. I still believe deep down in my heart that we should have across the board Medicare for all. It doesn't just aid me, it aids you. I don't know anyone, regardless of how much money you make, unless you're sitting up there on the pedestal where Trump is, that you haven't had, one time or another, had problems with your health care. There are a lot of older people out there that are bombarded with bills, so much so that they had to actually let go of their homes to be able to afford their exuberant amount of monies that are owed. A lot of times insurance policies pretty much run out, especially in long-term cancer problems, other health-related problems, Alzheimer's, things like that. It is up to us as a country to start making up our mind exactly what we want to do. Obamacare, you heard me talk about that yesterday, the Affordable Care Act. It is the beginning of what can be. It has its flaws right now, as I put out on the fact that once I have discovered that I have a prostate problem that needs a biopsy, you know, it's not something I can go the rest of my life with. I need to find out if it is prostate cancer or not. Have a doctor to check me out, examine me. When it comes to the insurance policy I had, I'll become broke. All these money's coming out of my pocket. You know, I just my own belief. Now, just a minute ago, I put on my front door, vote for Bernie Sanders for president. Bernie is the man that is going to set America straight, back on the course in which we place God at the reign. You know, it's so funny that I hear a lot of conservatives, my ex-wife's a strong conservative, her and her sister. And yet, you know, the funny thing is that I went to her sister's church and listened to the pastor spend his entire sermon talking about how we need to get back to a certain place in America where, you know, we need to praise Jesus, walk the walk. Well, okay, my point is, if you're going to praise Jesus and walk the walk, that is where Bernie is coming from. Okay? It is that we begin to understand that we can work together to make this country great. Not be in the limelight of watching Trump on his tower, and I mean this literally, the Trump Tower. Him way up here, expecting him to take care of you, is ridiculous. Trump is going to take care of his own needs as the President of the United States. Man, this guy has got so many different people in his pocket, okay, that it's kind of this political mainstream of what we've seen in every president, including Obama. Obama's the same way. Bush was the same way. You know, that's the way it is. Bernie is going to be one of the most unusual presidents, if we vote for him and get him in, that we've ever seen. The first one ever to actually reach out and show what America can be and what we can do. A lot of times our country is a laughing joke of a lot of other countries. And we are babies here in the United States. We are babies. Our country is a lot younger than some of the others. One thing I'm going to leave off here that I talked to a friend of mine today over at Costco here in Charlotte. I remember watching the Olympics in England with the Queen there. I remember seeing out there on the track that they had all of the doctors and nurses and the gurneys and all that. The idea behind that is showing that they have health care for everybody. Regardless of your stature, regardless of your income, you have the government, which, you know, I'm going to get upset now. I try not to get upset. What do you think the government is? Us. We are the government. So if we are the government, why in the hell don't we have adequate health care? We are the only place that has these insurance companies that are out there screwing you and screwing me. Now they're cloaked into the healthcare.gov. And I mean, all they're doing is screwing you, screwing me, screwing the government. It's time for us to let go and let God straighten this country out. Please, please, if you're a Democrat, I implore you, when you go to your polls, vote for Bernie. Let's not let Hillary in there. She's a huge joke. Vote for Bernie. That's pretty much enough for tonight for Couch Talk. You know, I'll have some more as my brain starts to fly into certain areas. So, thank you so much, and I tell you, it was a beautiful day here in Charlotte today. 67 degrees. What a beautiful day. Thank you.